What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Coach Magali. If this is your first time here, welcome. On this channel we talk about fitness, nutrition. We break down everything into simple, easy to follow concepts so that you can finally achieve your weight loss, muscle growing, health goals, and everything in between. So if you like a no BS approach, the simple approach, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today. Like the video letting me know you like content like this, and let's get into 5 exercises for the upper body that I no longer do and why. This is a second part to the video series that I did of exercises that I don't like. The first part is for legs and lower body stuff, so if you're interested in that video, I'll link it below for you to watch that one. But today we're going to be talking about upper body exercises. Like I mentioned in that video, a quick disclaimer: just because I don't like these exercises and I am choosing not to do them, it doesn't mean that you have to listen to that and do it. I feel like there's better options out there, which is why I'm going to go into the alternatives. But if you genuinely like them and you want to keep doing them, go for it. By all means. These are truly not harmful per se. It's just I think there are better options. But you're welcome to disagree, and you're welcome to continue doing them. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's get into the first exercise I no longer do or give to my clients, and that is upright rows. This is a very common shoulder exercise, and people use it for a variety of different things. Like some people use it for the shoulder, some people use it for the traps, but ultimately it's a very strange shoulder position, and it internally rotates your shoulders, putting them in a very bad position. So honestly, for me, it's painful to do these. It doesn't matter how I stand or what form I use, they just suck. Like, I don't like them, and none of my clients that I've ever given them to truly like it. There's always been like an issue or discomfort, and over time I just learned, you know what, this is no good, I'm just gonna throw it away and never use it again. I just think there are way better options for your shoulder, much more shoulder healthy things to do, such as regular old-fashioned lateral raises, shoulder presses. Those already target your shoulders anyways, so, and in a much better shoulder friendly position. So there's no need for you to include upright rows when they don't do such a good job at protecting your shoulder and keeping it in a good healthy place. I just think there's better options. It's not worth the risk. That's just my opinion. The next exercise that I also don't like because it puts your joints in a weird position is the overhead dumbbell tricep extension. This is another very popular and common exercise, and one that I myself used to religiously do. Some people don't even really notice that it's uncomfortable until the weight gets super heavy, but it's just, it puts your elbow in such a weird position and it locks it in, and so you can't move it freely. And I don't know if you guys have ever felt what I felt, but it's just super uncomfortable on the elbow, and it causes this weird elbow pain. And it's because you're forcing your elbow into a position that's unnatural. And not only that, it's not even getting the tricep as effectively because you're not allowing the elbow to move as it's naturally supposed to move. So a better alternative to this that's less risky and more effective is doing each hand independently, either by laying down and doing them on a bench, and so you do them that way, or you can do it standing and do, again, 2 different dumbbells in each hand. You can also use the cable rope and do overhead tricep extensions that way. All 3 of these variations allow each elbow to move independently and therefore stay in the best position for each elbow. But when you force it like you do in the dumbbell overhead extension, it just becomes very painful. Like, there's not a lot of exercises for triceps that keep your hands together at all times, and I think that's for a reason, because that is not the most effective way to get the muscle, and also it puts your elbow at a very risky and uncomfortable position that over time, if not taken care of and not monitored, can result in, long-term elbow issues. I would say this one is just not worth it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt your elbow, it just isn't the most effective anyways. Keep the hands separate. You're going to get a lot more out of your tricep extensions, and it's going to feel better on your elbow over time. Next exercise that I don't like, just because it's not effective and it's not doing anything, is really the only reason, is dumbbell tricep kickbacks. So typically people do these with dumbbells, they bend over and push them backwards. Whenever we're choosing an exercise to target a specific muscle, we want to mimic what the muscle naturally does, right? Triceps do elbow extension. We want to match the way the tricep is moving with the direction of the weight. If you're using dumbbells, that's gravity, right? So it has to move up and down. As you can see, this is moving side to side, which isn't giving us the most effective stimulus. So this exercise isn't bad in and of itself, it's using it specifically with dumbbells. So a better alternative is to use the cable machine. So you put the cable pulley waist height, and you bend forward and you pull it in a similar fashion, and so you do one arm at a time. But because the cable is now pulling horizontally, as you're pushing in the horizontal direction, is matching the direction of the weight that you're doing. So it's going to be a lot more effective, a lot more stimulus to the tricep, and therefore better gains. You can also do a single arm tricep extension where you hold the little ball that it typically comes with and you just do one arm at a time. So you're doing the same motion, you're just standing up vertically and doing it that way. Both of these are great options, but the dumbbell kickback, it just honestly isn't doing anything. It's not effective. It's not targeting the muscle the way that you think it is. You're better off just choosing a different tool, or like I said, doing it standing. You're just going to get way better results that way. So ditch those, completely useless. They don't do anything. And yeah. The next exercise that I no longer do and don't like is behind the neck pull downs. Another very popular exercise. This exercise just puts your shoulders and joints in an awkward position. It's not as effective as doing, guys, a plain old lat pull down. How about that? Just stick to the basics and do what actually works. A lot of people have pain doing this. It's super uncomfortable for me to do it, and it's not for lack of practice. It's just not a natural position for your body to be in, and you're not even engaging the lats as best as you could if you just kept the muscle moving in the direction that it's supposed to be moving. So nothing else to say to this one except just do the regular pull downs. You're not getting better gains or anything different from doing it behind the neck, and possibly just increasing your risk of injury and increasing your risk of pulling something for no reason, no benefit to it at all. And just push the lat pull downs really, really hard. If you're looking for variety, then that's fine. You can try different handles, such as the neutral grip, which typically can look a little bit different depending on what you have access to. But neutral grip is when your palms are facing each other, and then wide grip, pronator grip is when your palms are facing forward. So alternate between those, do machines, just ditch the behind the neck pull down. It doesn't do anything that a regular pull down doesn't do, and it just increases more risk for injury and putting you in weird positions that your body's not happy with. Just don't do it. It's not really worth it. It doesn't give you any benefit. And the last exercise, useless. I don't know the name of this one, but I'll put it on the screen. This exercise where you move the dumbbell side to side, very similar to the concept of the tricep kickbacks. When you're using dumbbells, the weight is vertical because of the gravity pulling you down. You need to be pushing the dumbbells in a vertical fashion. You're not doing that with this. You're moving them side to side, again, moving in a different direction than the force of the weight. So you're not doing anything by moving these around. You're not warming anything up. You're just moving weight around aimlessly. So a better way to do these warm-ups, or if you're doing them as an exercise, is to use a cable to match that same horizontal pull. And you can also do it with the band. Also, if you're really just wanting to warm it up, you can use an elastic band, tie it to a machine that is stable enough, and just rotate it that way. Again, matching the line of pull of the band and actually making it work against something. Whereas, again, the dumbbells just don't do anything. It looks ridiculous because it is. It just isn't doing anything at all. It's a waste of time. Just skip it all together. You could be doing a lot better things. So yeah, that is all I have for you guys. Those are the 5 exercises that I no longer do and no longer give to any of my clients. I really just don't think there's a room, there's no place for these. They're not as effective as we thought they were. They're not as safe as we thought they were. And in a world where we have so many options, so many tools, so many better things to do, it just doesn't make sense to waste our time and effort into something that isn't going to pay off. Again, if you like these, that's fine. You do you. I'm not here to force you to change your beliefs or change everything you're doing. When I learned about these exercises further, it just made me understand that they weren't really something that I needed to have in my routine, and that, again, there's better options out there. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys. If it was, please do like the video, letting the algorithm and YouTube know that you do enjoy content like this. It lets me know to make more. If you have a friend that you know would find value in this video, then please share it with them as well. Really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, letting me know that you want more. And with that all being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.